everyone, good morning and welcome to I Jump Instead on YouTube. I am Stephanie. I am back for today's 25-minute flexibility and rehabilitation routine on a rebounder. I'm jumping on a Jump Sport 350 Pro rebounder today, and I couldn't be more excited to be back to this class. I did take a few days off and I'm ready to deepen my flexibility, to do some health bouncing and mind to muscle connection, and always solely breathing through the nose. I'm so excited. If you're here and you're brand new to this channel, welcome. My twin sister and I are here and we share instruction classes and we help to connect you to the profound opportunity we have while jumping. We are connecting this gentle movement and bounce to our stretching and to our strengthening, which can be contraction of muscles and putting our bodies against the resistance of the forces of gravity. And so we love to share this experience with you because it is complete in and of itself. It's a lymphatic flush system and the benefits go on and on and on, and we help you to become aware of the benefits. And so we are introducing all types of different styles of supporting the immune system and supporting our bodies while we're bouncing. So thank you for joining me again. If you've been to this class before, I'm so glad you're back. And that's what we want, is we want you all to show up daily or as many days in the week as you can to really experience the daily grind, the daily bouncing experience, connecting to our bodies in this unique and beautiful way. And we are always jumping barefoot in this class, but you can wear shoes if you desire. It's completely up to you. And we always have a handlebar on our rebounder. So if you don't have a handlebar, check with your rebounder manufacturers, see if there's a handlebar available, or you might put your rebounder next to a wall for support while your bar is on order. We always want you to have a bar so you can have both the experience of having a bar, or you can take your hands off the bar and not use your bar, so you can have the best of both worlds. So let's get started with this 25-minute class, starting with health bounce, getting the body in this up and down motion. And we can put our feet into a stance that feels good. We explore that, that width in our stance. We're holding the bar, but there is a different experience when the feet are together or when the feet are apart. So I'm gonna have us put our feet together if that feels comfortable for you. Otherwise, you can have your feet apart. It doesn't make a difference. As long as you're comfortable, that's what makes the difference, okay? So let's stand up nice and tall. Draw in the tummy so you can feel your chest lift, keeping your chin level. And let's start to put the body in this up and down motion. Relax the shoulders, closing the mouth, breathing solely through the nose. Let's feel this wave, this gentle resistance wave where we're in anti-gravity and we're in an increased gravity, and there's this beautiful pump and flush. Feeling the breath moving through the body, feeling the whole body getting this beautiful application of a pumping action. That's what we want to do, is connect and feel that your whole entire body, front to back, side to side, top to bottom, it's all working together to receive this pump. This pump is made for humans. Gravity is here for humans, and so we are accessing a fluctuation of gravity. It's absolutely beautiful and profound and very transformative to the body. So let's go ahead now and stretch out our neck. Chin to chest. Keep the chest up, but let's bring the chin as close to the chest as we can and roll the head slowly, feeling every bounce, connecting to a deeper stretch in the neck. Keep that breath moving through the nose. And stop here on the side where the ear is pulling toward the shoulder, and you're still lifting the chest, drawing in from the tummy or even from the pelvic floor, so you're a nice tall spine. And pull that ear closer to the shoulder, feeling that massage going deeper into that neck stretch. And let's slowly rotate the head forward, feeling the back of the neck getting a nice deep stretch, and go to the other side, ear to shoulder. Let's pull both shoulders down, keeping that chest lifted. And roll the head forward, going to the other side. And this time I want you to reach the chin at a diagonal angle and lengthen the chin. And then feel that massage, that bounce massage, stretching the chin and the jawline, moving the breath through the nose. And slowly rotate the head down, making every single stretch count. And let's reach the chin to the other side. Feeling that reach through the jawline. Feeling the breath moving through the jawline as well. Now let's bring the chin again down to the chest. Let's pull the shoulders down, looking up at me. Now let's look over one shoulder, keeping the spine nice and straight. So now you feel like your body is upright, head is straight to the side, and look over the shoulder as much as you can comfortably, feeling that challenge, feeling yourself putting your head into a position of progressing that flexibility. And now let's slowly rotate out and look to the other side. Lifting the spine tall, keeping that breath moving through the nose, and look as far as you can, putting yourself into that pose. It's a pose, and you want to be precise, lifting the spine and looking over the shoulder, relaxing the eyes and breathing. Now let's go ahead and look forward and look over the other shoulder again. And this time, let's put our feet apart from each other. So hip width, just past hip width, okay? Hands on the bar. But let's now face our chest to one side, removing the back hand off the bar. And let's be in a nice twist where the toes are facing forward, the chest is facing the side. Pull that back shoulder back, lift the chest up, keep the chin level, and bounce in this deep twist. Pulling that back shoulder back, drawing up from the pelvic floor, from the core. Three, two, slowly come out, and let's go to the other side. Keeping the toes forward. Now we twist as deeply as we can, comfortably, getting into that progression. That's what I want us to do, is be connecting. We're not just stretching, we're deeply stretching. We're getting further in our mobility. We're increasing that mobility and flexibility. We're healing weaknesses. We're strengthening our spine and our back. Pull that back shoulder back a little bit more. Keep that breath flowing. 3, 2, and 1, facing forward. Now let's go ahead and take the shoulders and roll them down and back, up and forward. And when you bring the shoulders back, bring your hips back and bring the shoulders up. And when you bring the shoulders forward, bring the hips forward. So you're kind of doing a shoulder roll cat-cow. This is what it looks like from the side. Up and forward, down and back. And get your body in a nice circular motion. The shoulders, the hips, your body going up and down. And now let's roll the shoulders down and backward, up and back, down and forward. Feel that deep stretching in the spine. Three, 2, 1, and face forward as you were already, and bring the shoulders down. Take this moment to pull the shoulders down a little bit further than you're used to, and lift the neck up. So you're lengthening the neck, bring those shoulders down. See if you can really create that nice deep stretch through the shoulders all the way up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drawing in the pelvic floor. Let's put our feet into a little bit of a wider stance so we can take both hands off the bar. You can just take one hand off the bar if that makes you feel more comfortable. Let's go ahead and keep the chest lifted, but we don't need to lift the head. We just lift the chest, nice, strong, poised posture. Let's bring both arms out and down, palms facing out. Open the hands gently. We don't need to stretch the fingers, but we can open the hands gently, and we can feel the down bounce as we push the hands down and out. And you can feel it into your fingers, that downward resistance. You can feel it into your wrists and forearms. Connect that breath, feel the pump and flush, feel this and connect with this opportunity of deep stretching through the shoulders. You can feel it through the neck, through the traps, through the biceps and triceps. Now I want you to bring your wrists down and reach with the top of your wrists. Now wiggle your fingers. Pull your hands in and just go deep into that feeling, the feeling of the stretching, connecting to that deep healing stretch. Now let's bring the palms out again and push, and let's lengthen again. Reaching with the fingers this time. Let's open the palms and open the fingers, wiggle those fingers and reach for 5, 4. I really want you to lengthen. 3, 2, and 1. Let's release. And again, if you're gonna have just one hand, let's go ahead and put one hand behind your head, but if you can take both hands off the bar, I want you to prioritize both hands. So if you have to stop bouncing, feel free to stop bouncing, but if you can keep your body in a little bit of a motion and keep your hands behind your back, your head, I want you to lift your chest, level out your chin, draw in the pelvic floor, release the back of the shoulders, just letting go completely and let your body be in a bounce, in a motion of relaxation, of deep, deep rehabilitation in the shoulders. This is full body rehab, whether we need it or not. Getting deeper into our flexibility and mobility is ideal for building strength and for protecting our body. Let's lift a little bit more in the chest. Feel the body sinking down, kind of slow down the bounce, maybe bending the knees a little bit more, feeling your body just going down, 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 sinking, sinking, sinking at the pace that your mat is bouncing you comfortably. And relax those shoulders for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Hands on the bar. Now let's go ahead and put our feet into a wide stance that we already were in potentially. And let's lift the chest, and we can stop bouncing for now. Let's lean one hip at a time, and let's make sure to keep the chest up, keep the mouth closed. We're breathing through the nose, and let's go into those hips in the lower back. And just hold that bar and lean, keeping the chest up, keeping that shoulder right above the hip so we can feel that deep stretch symmetrically on both sides, keeping it even. And now as you reach one shoulder up, I want you to feel the squeeze in your core, in your abdomen here. This is cleansing for the digestion. So feeling this shoulder lift and feeling this part of your waist pinch and go into both sides of the waist and lengthening while we're lengthening the other side of the waist. So 2 things happening, 3 things, 20 things happening at once. We're stretching into the hip, cleansing the digestion, lengthening the waist, breathing through the nose. Keep lifting that shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and bring our hips forward, and let's do a glute squeeze hold. This is strengthening for the hips. So let's contract both glutes while we're bouncing, and we want to hold that contraction and feel the bounce apply. Feel our bodies bouncing and accessing that wave of resistance, the decrease of weight, the increase of weight, that pump, that flush. As we're holding that contraction, massaging and flushing that contraction, connecting to full range of motion, of cleansing, of strengthening. Release and hold and flex those glutes. And you might even feel back and feel all the way towards the top of the glutes or the lower back, and you'll feel that firmness. If you're pushing those hips forward, The muscles are contracted, and then we're applying that bounce. And we're getting stronger. We're connecting more. Let's release, and let's hold it forward for 5, 4. See if you can squeeze a little bit more. 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, and let's shift the weight, our body weight, from one leg to the other, and we're bending the knee just the right amount so we can feel our body weight just standing right over that knee. And this foot goes down into the resistance. It's strengthening the ankle and the knee. Very, very strengthening for the knee. Excellent for knee rehab. If you feel you have a weaker knee, this is a great place to start. We also want you lengthening or stretching out the knee, helping with range of motion, and you can fully recover a weak knee just by doing rehab daily, several times a day ideally, but let your knee guide you. Let any pain in your body guide you when it comes to rehab. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do one more strengthening exercise. So hold the bar and let's lift the toes and balance on the heels. While holding the bar, let's lift those toes and connect to the strength in our shins and the tops of the feet and ankles. Now roll into the balls of the feet and contract the calves. Drawing the pelvic floor when you're in this upright position, and then lean back and lift those toes and get stronger shins. And now get up on the balls of the feet, contract the full legs and the calves, and rock back and forth, lift. Now I've got my pelvic floor drawn in the whole time, and I want you to see if you can do that too. Draw it in, and then we just rock and connect. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bend the knees and let's begin walking. So this is what I call a squat walk. And squat bouncing is also very powerful, and we're gonna do both in this class. But let's walk for now, and let's have some fun. Let's lift the spine straight up, keep the chin level, draw in that pelvic floor, and just gently press back and forth. Now I want us to connect to that, stay in symmetry, keep the body balanced. We're pushing in with equal weight distribution into both feet. Mouth is closed. Let's go ahead and practice our humming. So let's do 2 long hums, vibrating through the throat and the nose, the back of the nose, connecting to the vibration, the sound vibration of our body, okay? 2 hums, here we go. And as you are probably experiencing this with me, the heart rate has come up. This is an excellent move to boost the heart rate, to get the legs activated. We could be focusing on so many things right now. We could be drawing in the pelvic floor. We could be contracting muscles in the thighs and the legs. We could be pressing intentionally deeper into the mat with flat feet. We could be pressing intentionally deeper into the mat with the top half of our feet. And you might feel more of the top of the legs contracting. And we could be pressing, holding the bar, kind of leaning back just slightly. We could be pressing more so into the heels, flat feet. And this helps us to contract the backs of the legs and the knees. Now let's keep the mouth, let's open the mouth and stretch out our jaw. What are we doing this for? We're practicing for the dentist. Open the jaw wider than last time. See if you can breathe through the nose, but you don't have to. Just feel that nice deep stretch, helping us to create more circulation in the jaw. And we're still walking. 3, 2, 1. Now let's go ahead. Fill our cheeks with air, and I want you to stretch into the cheeks. breathing through the nose, push the air into the cheeks and hold the cheeks, and then look to one side of the room and the other. And when you look, you're stretching into the jawline while the cheeks are full of air. Draw in the pelvic floor. Three, 2, 1, and now let's pull the ears and let's just feel a good feeling coming from that nice stretch into both ears. Keep the pelvic floor drawn in to the best of your ability. It's fun to keep remembering and connecting. 3, 2, and 1. Now let's go ahead and bounce. Straighten out those legs for the most part. No need to hyperextend the knees, but just straightening the legs, drawing up the pelvic floor, chin is level. Let's go ahead and step over to the side of the rebounder and do our one leg stretching. Let's take one foot and let's reach it off the side of the rebounder. Holding a bar, our foot has this opportunity to extend past the surface and we can lengthen the foot. Just this pose here, how can we otherwise do it? We have to be on a surface with a ledge. Here's our ledge. With our handlebar, take this opportunity to reach with the leg, something we don't have an opportunity to do that often. Reach, just like we would reach with the arm, and you can actually reach with the arm and the leg. Keep the chest up, chin level, breathing through the nose. Point that toe, reach with the toe. Now lift the foot. See if you can feel the heel reaching down. And now point the toe, keep that arm reaching. Lift the toe and point and reach with that leg. See if you can pull the leg out a little bit further, lengthening and reaching for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna switch sides, switch legs. This arm can come up, that's optional. And I want you to keep bouncing if you can. And if you can't bounce, just stand. And still, we are doing something so amazing. We're reaching with that leg. It comes all the way through the hip, through the quad, knees, hamstrings, shins, ankles. You might even feel where there's tightness, where there's opportunity to improve our circulation. Lift the toes and stretch through the heel. Point the toes and lift. And point for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching to the other side. One more time. This time we're gonna point the toes, but we're going to spread the toes. Keep the pelvic floor drawn in, mouth is closed. Reach the leg down, but let's spread the toes wide and see just how wide you can spread the toes. Move that breath as we're in this nice gentle bounce. Spread those toes. Now I want you to rotate your ankle in circles, as many circles as you want. Let's switch directions. So whenever we get this opportunity, just feel, go straight into feeling. It doesn't matter how slow or fast you rotate your ankles, you are connecting to a deeper mobility and rehabilitation, strengthening in the ankles. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And switching legs. First, we're gonna start with spreading the toes wide. Now rotate. You can keep the toes spread if you want to while you're rotating the ankle, or you don't have to. Feeling into the foot, the shin and calf, the ankle, the heels. Rotating in the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's go ahead and health bounce, and I'm gonna invite you to lay down on your rebounder with me. You can stand and you can bounce. Another thing you can do is you can get into the squat position, and this is a great one to just go into the lower back and the upper back, the mid back. It lengthens the arms, a great deep stretch. But we are gonna first, or last in the class, lay down on our rebounders. Oh, I don't need a towel, but I do have a pillow. If you're brand new to this class, a pillow is optional, but having one next to your rebounder is a great idea. It really, really does make lay bouncing a bit more comfortable. So let's lay down. I usually like to have my head right about equal to the ledge of the rebounder. And let's put our legs, if you can straddle your bar, that's ideal because then we can balance our legs right on the bar. This is also, again, an exclusive opportunity that we access when we are on a rebounder. Otherwise, we would have to be, you know, crouching down on the floor, laying or putting our legs up against a wall. Where this is easy world, we have, you know, we're up off the ground, we can sit down more comfortably, we can lay down and now have this place to elevate our legs. So, so good. And putting our legs in this inversion, there's so many benefits to that. So I'm gonna have us have one leg propped up, and then we're gonna pull into the other leg and stretch into the hamstring, and we're gonna point the toe and point the heel and connect to that feeling, that stretch feeling in our foot and ankle and heel. It really goes so deep and it feels so good. And we can either love this, or we can, you know, not be sure why we're doing this. And I want us to connect to the love. We want to love into our bodies. And I take this opportunity to show my body that love. Maybe by squeezing the calves, the ankles, the feet. If you've ever had a toe injury or a foot injury, this is the type of thing you would want to be doing in order to heal it quicker, is nurturing it. And so squeezing into each toe, just say hello to each toe and feel the ankle and say hello to your ankle and your calf, the back of your knee, and then your hamstring. And we can use this bar too. See how I can push the bar and I can help myself go deeper into a hamstring stretch. I know this might look very bendy for some of you, but you take your stretch and you go as far as you want to, as far as you can comfortably, and we're progressing that stretch. The stretches into the lower back as well. And then I'm gonna bend this straight knee and I'm gonna put the heel in front of the other leg and go into the glute and stretch into my glute. And I want you to do the same. And you don't have to have this other foot against the bar. You can have that foot down or just up. But what I want us to connect to the hip and the glute, and we can rock side to side. Just go into your own glute, breathing through the nose. 3, 2, 1. Let's switch sides. So the other leg can come down or it can stay elevated. And let's go into the hamstring. And now pointing the toe and pointing into the heel, taking this moment to connect, to love, to patiently nurture. You can wag your foot side to side, feel that connection. Spread the toes maybe, and give each toe a little acknowledgement. Sometimes I have a soreness in the toe bed, you know, in the toenail bed. So maybe going up here every day and just pinching and saying, I love you. Do you think the pain wants to stay? It probably doesn't. Now, rubbing into the calf, back of the knees, the front of the knees, the shins, the leg, and now the hamstring. And when you're ready, into the glute. And lifting through the heel, if you haven't already, lifting through the heel really connects to a deep lengthening in the calf. And some of us are really tight in the hamstrings. And one way to get more flexible in the hamstring is to open up the calf more. So when the leg is up and lifting through the heel, that is going to give yourself a tremendous stretch in the calf. And we need that. If it feels good, connect to that. Go into that calf, wag the foot, and open that calf, massage it. It already is more flexible after even just one session, one treatment. And now we can go into the glute when you're ready. Breathing through the nose. 3, 2, and 1. And let's put both, you stay here and lay down and you elevate both legs and relax. You might even draw in the pelvic floor. Take a moment to practice your pelvic floor contractions, because those ultimately are going to strengthen your ability while you're standing, while you're jumping. Just something a skill to build as we are jumping instead. And this is a very relaxing pose to be in. Lots of benefits having the legs elevated. And enjoy this. You could massage or any part of your body. You can tap any part of your body if you wanted to, taking the time to connect to the body. So thank you. I want to thank you for joining me for this class today. Please give me a like if you got through the whole class and you felt something new today. That's what I'm in a phase of my life right now where I want to feel something new. I want to connect to something new and make each moment new and approach it new. So I'm always evolving this class, and I kind of actually did a similar class as I usually do, but always be ready for something new. And subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already, because if you see this class show up in your YouTube feed, you're going to be more likely to join me for the class. And leave a comment below. I would love it if you gave me a moon symbol today. Find the moon emoji, any of the moon emojis, and send me a moon today. I would love that. And thank you again for being here. The rebounder again, the rebounders that we love to jump on, the Jump Sport 350 Pro. We also love the Cellerciser rebounder, which I'm going to be jumping on in the membership class next. These rebounders are available at ijumpinstead.com. And we also have a lot more routines on this YouTube channel. Check out the steps routines for fat loss, the beginner routines. We've got 60-minute classes. We've got upper body routines, lower body routines, and deep stretching and rehab routines. You got to check them out. You got to explore one. Just go pick one and try, enjoy it. The 2000 steps routine is great. Just something to think about and a way to get your body in more movement, since we're doing something so fun and sustainable and jumping instead in the comfort of our own home. So thanks again. I will hopefully see you tomorrow.